How's it going, guys? Left9 here and welcome to the 83 rated first inform Rodrigo player review. Finally got himself an inform, scored 2 goals against Sevilla away, and Sevilla is one of the toughest teams in La Liga, and that does go for an inform. First of all, if you compare this card to his base card, he's got some huge upgrades. You know, he's got +3 in his pace, he's got +7 in his shooting, +6 in his dribbling, +6 in his passing, and +4 in his physical. And that is one massive upgrade if you consider the fact that this is only his first inform. So shout out to EA, because obviously that does make this card very usable. And like I said, he's got 94 pace, and that is obviously really phenomenal. He's got 85 dribbling, which is quite good, you know. It is not the best and it's not the best, it's quite high still, you know, 85, so that's really good. He's got 84 shooting. I mean, it's not the highest if you look at the shooting, but we look at that when we break that when we look at further into his in-game stats. And then he's got a 3-star weak foot, which is a bit low, but you do expect him to use on the left side as a striker, as a left striker, you know. And then he's got 4-star skill moves, which obviously is great. And if you look further into the car, he's got 91 acceleration and also 95 sprint speed. There is no need to boost him. Obviously, it is really high just the way it is. His shooting is also quite good. If you look at some of his stats, got 87 finishing, and then he's got 89 shot path, 81 long shots, which obviously is not high. His finishing is a bit low if you look at it, only 82 on paper. So you do expect him to be off with, you know, with shooting, with finishing. And then he's got a very alright passing with 85 skill, which is quite good. Dribbling is also quite, you know, decent. 88 agility, which is great. Balance are, you know, quite low alongside composure, but then he's got really good reactions, ball control and dribbling. But the stat that's a bit of problem here is his composure. Obviously, he's only got a 75, so you do expect him to be a bit, you know, off when the opponent is off, you know, on him, you know, not being as composed as he should be. His heading accuracy is great with 87, and then he's got quite decent physical, and you know, with 80 jumping, 79 stamina, 78 strength, and quite low but, you know, alright aggression with 57. And as I said earlier, EA did a great job by giving him such good stats, because this card right here is very fun card to use, you know. He is not going for a lot. I did expect him to go for a lot. I bought him 47,000, but he's not as much right now. He's around 33,000 for Xbox and 37 for PlayStation, which is not high. And I think the reason being is that he doesn't have the best weak foot. You know, he's got only 3-star weak foot, so you don't expect him to take good shots, you know, a bit offside, you know, outside the box, or, you know, even close to the box. Obviously the weak foot is not the greatest, but a very, very good card to use, a very fun card. You know, if I talk about his positives first, he's got really good pace. You know, he's a pacey card, and obviously you want to use him on the, you know, as a left striker, just because of his weak foot. It's only 3 stars, but like I said, a really, you know, pacey card, got great acceleration and sprint speed. The way I used him, I made good, you know, obviously I made a good use of his pace, because this guy right here, you cannot have ball with him in his feet. He's got really good agility, you know, which is obviously great for changing directions, but then his balance and composure is a bit low, so you don't expect him, or you cannot, you know, really run with the ball, you know, in his feet, because obviously he's not as composed. And then he's got a really good finishing. I think he was able to finish the shots. I didn't take a lot of long shots, because obviously he's only got 81 long shots, so you don't expect him to make a lot of long shots. But then his positioning is also great. You know, he does make in those movement behind the defenders, which obviously gives a lot of depth. And then his negatives, which are quite a few, you know, not the worst, but, you know, there's still a bit of problem. His balance is a bit low, which is not the worst one, you know, but his weak foot is really, I think, is a massive problem alongside his composure. I do expect him to be better on composure, because, I mean, in the boxes, I had a lot of chances with him, and he did take a lot of them in, but, you know, he wasn't as composed as you expect him to be. You can feel it right away, because some of the shots he does, you know, he does shoot them really wide. And the players that I think are quite similar are Aubameyang and Mbappe. Obviously they are really fast as well, and they've got good shooting, but they are terrible when it comes to agility and balance. So if you don't want to buy him, obviously you can buy them, and they've got better links as well. But it was a really fun card, like I said, and that was it for this review, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.